year or so, I came across some videos online that were done by Mr. Alloro, and I was very confused, to say the least, at what I was seeing. But I was also really intrigued, so I dug deeper, and things really started to kind of click after watching a number of the videos. And he's got a very interesting and unique message, in my opinion. Ariel digs into what's known as gematria, and in Hebrew, in language in general, but in Hebrew specifically, each letter corresponds with a number. And so Aleph, which would be our version of A, equals 1. Beit, which is our B, would equal 2, and so on and so forth. What Ariel does is he has gone through the scriptures and really analyzed them to a deep, deep level in their gematria, and found some interesting connections to who we know as Yeshua, a very significant and a very deep level that is really quite fascinating. And he's got a message that has the potential, and I believe is something that God is working on, which would bring Christianity and Judaism face to face to meet one another, and to really kind of reconcile and bring a rectification of the separation and the rift that happened 2,000 years ago. And it's significant. It's a lot more significant than just a rabbi who became messianic and found Jesus. This is not that. What we're talking about is from orthodoxy. The message is orthodoxy and Judaism rectifying something that happened 2,000 years ago, where Yeshua was sold, if you will, into the nations. And you'll hear the term Esau and Ishmael and Jacob. Esau is just a deeper understanding of Rome, which Christianity came out of Rome. And so if you hear the term Esau, it's not a derogatory term. It's not a negative thing, but it is just a way to identify groups and the way that cultures have kind of drifted and moved, if you will. And so he's got an interesting message about Yeshua and how Yeshua has been in Esau and Rome and Christianity for the last 2,000 years. And now he's wanting to reintroduce Yeshua, who has been known in Judaism as Yeshu. And there's a lot of discussion as to why they understand him as Yeshu rather than Yeshua. I won't get into all of that. But there's also some very significant prophetic meaning behind the term Yeshu, which a lot of people think is just maybe a negative thing. It's actually got a very deep prophetic meaning as well. And so there's a message here that has really impacted my life and really affected the way that I understand both Judaism and Christianity, and the way that I understand where we are going as people of God in the future. And so I will leave that as is. Oh, Ariel is also a priest. He's a Cohen, so Ariel Cohen Alloro. And he sits under a very well-respected rabbi in Jerusalem, a very well-known rabbi in Jerusalem. And he brings a very interesting perspective from that side of the equation, one that we would do well to understand, because that perspective is one that if we can grasp it, if we can get a hold of it, we can be carriers for the message that could then really begin to see some barriers broken down between Christianity and Judaism. So I'll leave it at that. And we're going to watch a quick video that's going to introduce us to a little bit of Ariel's message, and then
It's just a PowerPoint.
he wanted to watch the video first, and then we'll go into the PowerPoint. So the one on the disc. The man.
Which video?
The one
Ah.
you'll see.
Okay.